Encomium, Chapter 1. Purpose. Have you ever found yourself questioning if it's even still worth it? Well, this video is for you. Why are we still ngenging the ungengable? Sorry to start up the channel on such a note, but I guess it's a deep question God feels a need to address. We all need to address. Religion, mental battles, relationships, physical health, wealth, careers, heaven, dreams, life. Ayikuningi bafethu, let's be honest. Ziyakhala this side. Life is hard. We can point fingers all we want. Yeah, Adam and Eve, wara, that's what it is. What's sad is life has gotten so hard so consistently that we've accepted it. Well, not accepted, but gotten used to the point that we've become tolerant. And why are we suffering singazicelelang? But furthermore, I guess the hardest part we seem to not be able to comprehend is this here line. Life is unfair. In a world of misery, kunabantu that are literally living it up. Kanti lo nkulunkulu arrange kanjani. I guess this is where we get personal. My name is Perfect. Like that isn't enough pressure. But you can call me Perfidox. Dana Sasinege, born and bred in Soweto, Johannesburg. Uthi why mzuzu kunabo Mtsipe, nabo Bill Gates, nabo Rajesh base-UK, asazi. But God saw it fit for me to be here. Life has not been at the best version of itself for my family. We aren't the richest, but we aren't the poorest. We've pushed through. I'm born into a family of 5, so there's 6 of us in total now, with this last born. I went to Seventh-day Adventist schools for the most part of my life. Couldn't afford that awesome lifestyle, but I pushed myself for a while. Was valedictorian for a season, man. Life was cruising at a point. I was content. Yeah, until I started getting into a rationalizing state of mind around grade 10. That's when I started having a deep interest in understanding who I was. Started really questioning some serious circumstantial events. Why did I exist? What's my purpose? Why don't I have money to start up the ideas that I have? Nothing's more painful than needing money to make more money. But I was in a state of curiosity, I guess. I started experimenting around to try and connect to my then existential crisis. I fell in love, I sang with the boys. I found an earnest love for instruments. I started making instrumentals, literally made an album as the one-man orchestra. I'm glad that name didn't stick. I was overall still fighting to be that good boy, but I was having internal battles of self-identity. Who was I really? And being in a world of Generation Z was not helping at all. Peers were dating left, right, and center, disrespecting educators, not taking schoolwork seriously. Man, I got sucked in, and did we have fun. But life has a funny way of reminding you that actions have consequences, no matter how young you are. So my grades started plummeting, but ironically, I blamed my circumstances. Like, no guys, if I had a tutor from like primary, like good teachers, a good school, man could have been living. I changed schools in grade 11, and I tried really keeping up a good boy filter, man. I sang and helped out in church with the PA system and all. I tried being a good example in the new school. I found a love in helping people and tried my best to become a new youve. Got really passionate about helping others. I kid you not, I used to pay my classmates to try to be good for the week. Like call me crazy, but like I really wanted to motivate them like externally, like somehow they'd change. I got baptized that year and yeah, life went on. But I guess deep down I always knew I was never giving it my all. I wasn't reaching my fullest potential and it was getting to me. Fast forward to today, 20, didn't get into varsity. Partially my fault, because I know I could have worked harder. Can't get into college because of tuition funds and yeah, life just seems stuck. And I'm diving even deeper into a headspace of guilt, regret, questioning my past decisions, questioning the future, comparison to kids younger than me who are billionaires and like getting stuck in the future in my head again, wondering if it's still worth it. Will I even get to the level I want to ascertain? Now, one situation that's been concurrent with growth in my life is with instruments. I'm a keyboardist. But looking at Johan Kim, man, like bro played jazz at 12, like I'm a joke. Like the tone and melody ideas, Zabo Emily Bear, like bro Miguel is like 22. Like Corey Henry at 4. Jacob Collier. Guys. The achievements these people unlocked at my age, and I'm still here chilling, man. I should just drop piano. Like, fun fact is, I can't even afford a proper piano to practice on to get to the level, even if I tried. And that's where we come back to the reality we spoke about. Life is unfair. But I'd like to introduce you to one of the most beautiful quotes I've learned to live by. Life is fair because it is unfair to everyone. Looking at other people's lives from the vantage point of their success is you wanting to grow forests in a day. If you're to see the hours Johan Kim put into learning the piano, bro, like blood had to be homeschooled while working like a rat. Like, if you see this guy's practice schedule, bro. I mean, how Corey Henry lost his dad in the 8th grade and his mother passing away, so he had to live with his grandparents. Like, all these life experiences that helped shape their current status in the world, being pioneers in their genre. So, yes, understand that everyone's going through it. So the people you admire have suffered way more than you can imagine. In fact, their trauma pushed them further yet. Not to mention the hard work they've put in. So perfect to past 10 to watch Modern Family and thinks he'll play in all 12 keys. Like, brother. They also had their unfair advantages, bro. Like, we'd be comparing ourselves to literal prodigies. Like, some people were literal born millionaires. Like, I'm looking at you when Elon. When they last started out, practically having their own capital. In my case, like, these people had musical instruments to their whole lives, and I can't compare myself to them because I only started years ago. But fun fact is, we all have unfair advantages if we are to look closely. I mean, I'm not from the poorest family on earth, and the mere fact that you're watching this video, having data and Wi-Fi, it's an unfair advantage, There's a whole lot we take for granted that we should be using. We got a body, You want to get fit, gym and fit. And this goes in all areas of our lives. And for me personally, music is a given, so I should capitalize on that. And the millions of other advantages I have that. And to think that we have a much greater purpose, probably greater than the things that we wish for. And that's to live for Christ. You know, like bro, like that guy. Man, like broski loved us so much that he came to an unfair world that was broken by us and decided to step in and save us from our very own consequences. Like, if this isn't love, I don't know what is. Like, we should surely be giving him the glory that he deserves and tell others about his goodness. You know, we gotta use all the gifts that he's given us for his glory. Because one day we will have to stand for our iniquities and report for what we did. And just write down, let him write out his own purpose in our own lives, rather than dictate what we want into his ultimate plan. There's currently like 8.1 billion people in the earth, plus like with an estimation of like 109 billion people that have died, each with their own unique experience, and within that, there has never been, nor will there ever be, another you. So, this here Perfedox must make it count. Like, isn't that concerning? Like, and here's a sad reality I got to gather from Jay Shetty. We are living within a perception of ourselves. The ideology you've designed about yourself is ideally just an impression you believe people will love and appreciate. Nothing to do with God or his second coming. Maybe you and I need to take an opportunity to be inside of today, and live it today. Live it through, man, and stop being so fixated on a future we need not even worry about, because God already exists there. And most importantly, he's coming again soon, and we don't know when, because he's sure bound to come despite your plans. So let's make sure that we redesignate our direction, especially as the youth of today. Let's use all that we have to praise him. And if we are to look closely, this looks a whole too similar to the creation story. You know, the soil from which we come from. Maybe, just maybe, you're rushing a harvesting season while you're in the process of being planted. So let's learn to let him do what he plans to do. Just let him